The first one is more of a general message, and I will pose a question to you guys. Just come unmuted and say whatever you think the answer is. But when you hear the word brand, like a company's brand, what does that mean to you? What would you say the definition of a company's brand is?
I would say I just think of a logo and something that makes them stand out among among other people that might be in the same kind of like industry.
Yeah,
I think of like purpose and messaging, like their message.
Yeah, I was gonna
I,
say identity.
I was going to say the identity of the company, like the unique values or product that you bring, that would define your business.
Yeah.
cool. Um, and that's like, it's such a hard thing to wrap your head around the difference between a brand and a logo. Because, and I'll give you a really good example. If Nike opened up a hotel, you would have a really good idea of what that hotel would look like. It would probably be really chic. It would probably be everything be active and sport oriented, lots of photos of Michael Jordan and athletes throughout history. And but if Hilton opened a or started making sneakers, do you have any idea what that would look like? And that is the difference between a brand and a logo is the way the consumer feels and can picture experiencing that brand. Nike has an incredibly vivid experience and it makes you feel a very specific way when you encounter and work with that brand. The value of a brand or the strength of a brand is the difference because Nike is not making shoes that are different, right? The quality of the materials, I mean, the quality is not great. It's built in a sweatshop. Uh, the quality of the brand, of the shoes are probably no better than anywhere else. But people are willing to spend 2 to 3 times more on Nikes because of the brand, because of the messaging and the purpose and the belief system that the brand has, and the way they feel when they wear the shoes. So, what I would encourage you guys to think about is like not only what a brand is, what brand you want to be portrayed as. How do you want people to feel when they encounter you as a personal brand, which we all have our own brand, personal brand, how we want people to feel when they encounter us or interact with us, and how you want them to feel when they interact with you in this business. So in your location, right? We are not doing anything unique. We're not making up exercises. We're not reinventing the wheel. But a strong brand can charge more than a comparable product. And that is really the measure of a brand is how much more you can charge compared to the competitors because of how people feel or want to feel when they interact with you. And for me, like the brand that I, live by is I want people to feel more empowered when they're encountered by me. So every time I make an interaction with somebody, I try my best to elevate them in some way. I believe there's a scale when we go about life that you will be successful in life if you put more weight on every interaction, people walking away better when they started. And if you try to tip the scales in that direction where every interaction you can either leave people better or worse. If you try to leave people better after every interaction, you should, be developing a pretty strong brand. But really start thinking about that. What is your brand of Joe Kinney brand or Katie Boyle or Nick Averona? And how can you define that? How can you deliver that in a way that's repeatable and scalable and known?